Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wheel of Wishes.
Woo!
Woo.
Oh, where's the? I don't have the. Oh wait, here he is.
Great.
We are back with
Oh, what's
Norbit's.
this button do?
Oh,
Oh my god!
50 months?
That's almost a year.
Is it? Is it? No.
No, that's terrifying.
So, we are back with Norbit's. He's here to become a once-in band. We've already mastered the guitar, drums, and piano, so now all that's left is the bass.
Belongs to us.
Take off every zig. Let's see how good he is at it after mastering 3 instruments. Not that good.
He's trying.
He'll get there.
That's a threat.
Did we ever finish his dancing skill either?
I don't remember anything.
I don't know.
We did not.
For my own sanity, I've largely just sort of not retained anything.
Yeah, understandable. Let's see. Alright, Norbis. Dance.
There he goes.
The dancer. So Kingdom Observers may notice that this was not in the playlist before. It was just the pre-stream music in there. I have added more. They're all very well named, as you can see.
I mean,
I
okay.
tried getting them working, and this was the result. So maybe
You
another
know,
time. I have.
it's better than I guess the alternative would have been to add less, and I don't
Yeah.
know if that works. So
Yeah.
adding more is.
So I'm partway through adding basically every pre-stream music I've ever used to the random pool. Let's see, skip forward. Well, that's a bad example. Get Splatoon.
Yippee!
Oh, it's this version.
Oh!
The good old automaton.
Like, I feel like that's happened a couple times on, like, Desert Bus, where, like, they'll have put on a song in the background, and because of the instrumental being long enough at the beginning, they, like, won't realize until well into it that they've put on some kind of meme version of it when they meant it, like, put on the actual version.
The old Siva Gunner trick.
This is just our lives now.
Yeah.
True. We chose this.
Yeah?
I think my laughing is picking up properly.
We knew this would happen.
Just all the like death and dying notifications.
Right?
Like, so what do you want playing at your funeral?
I was laughing that entire time and none of it picked up, I don't think.
Some of
No.
it.
I have to have like turbo noise suppression on right now. I'm so sad because it eats my laughter.
Rip. Oh, God. Aren't you so glad I added that one?
I am.
The sleeper. Norbit.
Norbud.
It's Christmas!
Whoa.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Crisis.
Yep, Merry Crisis.
The sleeper has awoken.
So like you woke up, practiced a new hobby for about 2 minutes, and then danced to a meme song, and then fell back asleep. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock's pretty productive
Very
day.
Yeah.
What on earth is that power drill noise?
That would be the trash compactor.
Oh.
I think it'd be very funny if the robot dealer just like got up and like slapped the instrument out of his hand.
He doesn't even have legs, so it would be doubly impressive.
Well, like he'd like stand, like he'd like walk on his hands.
Oh, yeah. Either that or like the entire table transformers into limbs.
Yeah.
A very long pair of legs.
There's like they're just like legs that are like tucked inside the torso right now. Like
I'm
dozens of
pressed.
them.
How bad me be? Eggnog, 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 eggnog. I assume that's what you're referencing, Morel. Or else I'm just sounding more unhinged than usual.
Eggnog, 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 eggnog.
Eggnog, yum. I've actually never tasted eggnog.
Really?
I have. It's fine.
I like eggnog.
I assume it's eggy.
I
Not
don't know.
very.
I mean, like maybe, but like I mean, it's like also like spiced and sweetened and stuff in ways where it's like
Yeah.
That makes sense.
that like
I don't
actually
really notice the egg.
Yeah, like I don't like eating eggs. Or, like I'll have like stuff like it's not like I'm not like vegan and won't have anything that has eggs in it. Like I'll have like baked goods and stuff where it's like okay, this is like used and then it's an ingredient, you don't really taste it. But like I like scrambled or poached or that kind of like anything that we're like for tasting the eggs. I really don't like. But eggnog doesn't like that's not a problem. So I feel like that sort of speaks to that it doesn't taste like eggs.
Okay. I mean, I as a kid, I would often have like hard-boiled eggs or like soft-boiled eggs from my parents. So,
Egg.
egg.
I have a
Ooh.
friend named Egg.
I think Zoxa's getting pretty old.
Who?
An alien.
Oh. I forgot we have those.
Only, it's fairly spry for 2,000,000,005 or whatever.
Jason, how do you feel about
lifespan
Easter
of
eggs?
Aging. What?
How do you feel about Easter eggs?
I love them in media. I'm indifferent to them in, popular cultural holiday celebration, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
You
My-
don't eat them.
It's true, but I also don't. I'm also like not Christian.
Yeah.
The trick with stuff like Easter eggs and Valentine's candy stuff is you buy them the day after the holiday.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like even with like Halloween candy, that's
Yeah,
true. It's
exactly.
Like,
It's
yeah,
Halloween too, yeah.
I would do that, but like the day after, my supermarket, like my local market, would just like evaporate any
Like, I guess, like,
remaining.
I liked the chocolate rabbits a lot, but like the like eggs,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like they have egg shaped candies or whatever, but like
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I agree. The rabbits are the star. Although back in Australia, there was this thing called Freddo frogs.
I don't think I've heard of those.
Yeah, they're like
I feel like that's
yeah, they're basically little funny little chocolate frogs. Usually, sometimes plain, sometimes with fillings in them. There's also a version.
your audio is a little.
Oh yeah, the storm is probably not helping. Yeah, Australia, like in TF2. But yeah, there's Freddo frogs, which is the chocolate frogs with filling in them. There is also a caramel version, but they're not. But those aren't Freddo frogs. Those are caramello koalas. There's like a brand thing, I think.
I want
Huh.
chocolate drop bears.
I had never considered that before, but now me too.
Or I guess gumdrop bear would probably be the better like
Wrong instrument,
candy
novice.
pun.
Yeah. Australia from TF2.
Good luck on being evil.
Unfortunately, as a kid, I
That's what
forgot
they
to.
print on every like any degree that they hand out in business school.
Unfortunately, since I moved away from Australia since I was 4, they also forgot to give me Australian supplements as I grew up. So
I'm sorry, I didn't catch a word of that. It completely roboted.
oh boy.
Good Jorb.
It's fine on my end, so I think
Oh,
Jason
okay.
just went to the bad
That's-
zone.
Except like Leo, you sound fine, so it's not like all the audio is getting.
Oh,
No, someone died. Better keep playing the bass.
what?
Yeah, that's when the spooky noises. The Grim Reaper showed up. Some person died of old age.
Oh,
I hear Kitty.
oh,
Hold on. I hear Kitty. Must investigate Kitty.
Baby.
Turbo Cat.
Turbo Cat.
Turbo Cat. I love
Cat,
them.
what are you doing here?
Turbo Cat.
I love Turbo Cat.
Oh,
Turbo Cat is on their way.
Zimbo. Possible. Zimbo.
Nap time for Turbo Cat.
It's always time for Turbo.
It's true. The sleeper.
You're ignoring Norbus. It's Turbo Cat time now.
This is true.
Sukansa.
Turbo Cat is having many dreams. Lots of bugs in
Turbo
there.
Cat, living up to their name with the number of sleep cycles they're fitting in.
Good old Turbo Cat.
Yeah. The average cat only has, 4 dreams per night. Turbo Cat, who has, 78 dreams, is a
Outline should not be
outlier,
counted.
should not be counted.
sleep, take out the trash, have a juice, cleanse, and then I don't know. His social media is getting a little low, so why doesn't he chat long distance with some random person that he barely knows from university?
Looking for sport.
I feel like if it's scout hunting season and you're medic, I feel like Heavy must have put you up to it. Die.
Yep. Oh, you got faster than I. Was it in my view? Show mod icons. There we go.
Just kill. Be gone, bot. You know, it's always so insulting. It's like, what? It's like, what? You think I want to buy followers? You think I don't have enough? I mean, you're right, but... I mean, it doesn't matter if I have 5,000 followers if there's 2 people who show up, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess probably you could, like...
When are they gonna start making follower bots that are running on, like, ChatGPT to react to the stream?
I feel like there is some of that already, actually, but it's not.
That's actually
you know,
kind of
at the scale
terrifying.
of, like, I mean, like, yeah, because it's not efficient to run at a scale where they could actually just sell it. So it's like individual people have set that up for themselves, probably. But
Probably.
I don't think it's something
Shoot me
you
the
can-
Zorble.
Ooh, I love that I was able to keep hearing them for a second after I hung up.
That would be really funny though if, like, I don't know, like if, like, in addition to having Neurosama, like, then, like, you also have the chat end of it be run on ChatGPT, and then, like, just, like, completely step away from the stream and have the AI streamer interact with AI chat and see how
And
how
see,
coherent they can maintain it.
oh boy, you see how much they, what's the word? What's the word for when AI starts feeding off of AI for training? There's a term for that, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
I don't know, but, like, it seems.
Like, it's something. It's inbreeding.
Inbreeding/data poisoning, I think.
Data
Data poisoning is more intentional.
Yeah, data
Yeah.
poisoning is when you're intentionally sabotaging the data set with, like, glaze and
I mean, there is
Nightshade.
stuff like, I mean, like, again, like, there's the
Shout out to Nightshade.
oh god, what's it called? I mean, not recursive neural net. That's also related though. But what's the one where it has the? There's a thing where it has, like, 2 parts that are, like, competing against each other as part of the thing or whatever. I don't know.
I think that's like a... I think I know what you mean. That's like a neural network's health or something. Like different
No,
iterations.
there's another. I don't. It doesn't.
Fitness. I don't know.
No, it's like there's. It's that might be another thing, but I'm thinking of there's a specific. I think it's. Is it GAN? Is like something adversarial network, and it's like it's the 2 are sort of they oppose in a way where they each sort of are wind up refining
Okay, I'm not familiar
the
with that
output
one.
somehow.
Norbit has already improved his base skill to level 7.
Good for him.
Excellent.
And he's still getting random trespassers.
Load them up with mine.
Would love to. Norbit's EP time. The EP sleepy.
The Eeper.
The Eeper. Oh, Norbis has been sent to Weather Rooster. Ah, yes. I forgot about the Joker pretzel bench.
Yeah, I
Unfortunately.
wish I could forget.
I have mail. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they sent you a rooster, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think this is actually probably my certificate for reaching level 10 in the previous instrument skill.
Use roosters as certificates. Breed them so that the feathers are colored such to spell words. This is a viable system, I promise.
I'm thinking about, I saw someone do an alternate Homestuck AU ending. And there's like a point where there's a, there's like a ghost version of, there's a ghost version of Nippeta who is like, my shipping grids have evolved so much over the eons of, my time in the afterlife that I've now gotten shipping grids so complicated that they can function as a computer that can simulate anything.
Good
Yeah,
for her.
What do you think reality is? We are all just data points in God's shipping grid.
You know, you're so right? Question mark?
Okay, I was not braced for that.
Zavani Girth.
You know what, Norbis, let's get these eggs before anyone else shows up.
Ah,
Showed up to the festival at 2 a.m. to prevent anyone from doing the Easter egg hunt.
I know it's not what you mean, but I'm just picturing like hiding in the bushes, waiting for the Easter bunny to come by, and then like kidnapping them.
Ah, yes, the person in the kissing booth doing kissing noises to all 0 people nearby. Trying to call
They're
by them.
practicing.
You know, that's fair. I can accept that.
Oh! Genfu!
Take all these flowers. It's a little distracting, though, about the kissy noises.
Hey,
Acquiring
the
currency.
kissing booth attendant does his mating call.
Steve.
Sul Sul. Yarmanoop. Ah.
Now there's two of them. This seems like the perfect place to play for tips. In the rain.
In the rain.
Hallmark movie about
In the
two
storm.
booth attendants that fall in love.
Who's this random person?
Paparazzi. Norbert is technically a celebrity, so...
This is a situation.
It is, isn't it? This game
This is
produces a
something
lot
the
of
rain
those. God, the storm is so loud.
No. This would be a straight to the Hallmark Channel movie. This would not go to here.
Would Norbus playing the bass be in the background in this movie, or...
Yeah, he's always there.
Inexplicably, yes. It's actually very concerning. He's actually in the background of every scene.
But, like,
Yeah.
he's not in the credits or anything, and the directors are just...
No, the
Bro!
producers don't like.
Did
Sorry.
he just get hit by lightning?
Almost! A lightning hit, like, 2 feet to the left.
I think God is displeased.
Yeah.
Nice try, jerk. Next time, give it your A game.
Dude was just like, stop! I'm trying to sleep.
Stop being based.
Norbus is not based. Norbus will never be based.
You can try.
And he can never succeed.
I believe in him.
Do you?
I've grown fond of our mistake.
That's how God talks about us. More people believe in Normans than believe in God. This is what's wrong with America, or like some similar like nonsense like thing. It's like, no, you don't understand. We that's not believe has more than one meaning. It's like, no, sorry, we're too dumb to understand that. Anyway, Norbus for president.
Yeah, let me put that in the queue.
Yeah, you're right, Morel. You're so right.
Unironically, I'm sure that's been said about many children.
I figured no sense going to the park since that time he didn't get a single tip.
Man.
Here's a tip: stay home.
If we wanted to be annoying, we could go play at the library.
Oh, God.
I feel like the appropriate thing then to do would be like set up in the like right in front of the bookshelf with the instructional books on how to play instruments. So you look at him performing and you just see like right over his shoulder a book titled like "So You Suck at Bass."
Oh, Streamlabs is still alive. That's good. I've grown fond of my bad idea. Let's go play at the library. Oh, there's the NSA surveillance van.
My brain like auto completed that action, expecting him to like get into the ice cream truck and drive it to the library.
Well, you know.
Imagine, dozens of children running, hearing the ice cream truck arrive, and instead of ice cream, Norbus comes out and starts playing.
Norbus gets kidnapped ASMR.
There has to be like an actual market of like Simlish ASMR, right?
Probably. Shoutouts to the person watching the guitar from over here, the bass from over here in this middle area.
This is the worst.
This is the worst round.
Stop mourning this person's death and play the bass.
That's definitely a movie.
I should put that on my fort bot. Hold on.
Holy hell!
There we go. Add to queue. Well, back to reading.
Well,
Normal occurrence in the Sims verse. Normal occurrence in the Sims universe. Sims dying of old age in public, getting taken by the Grim Reaper, while some guy is just playing the bass.
I mean, I think most people are taken by the Grim Reaper while someone's playing the bass. Generally not in proximity, right? But like, surely, like, most of the time, somewhere on Earth, someone is playing the bass.
I guess.
Right? There's like that whole like sort of like literary, like sort of surrealist style that will be like, while this was happening, somewhere across, the planet, this other unrelated thing is that it's just like, there's meaning in these happening at the same time. But like also just like,
I believe Homestuck coined a term. Things being circumstantially simultaneous.
Homestuck coined a lot of terms.
I mean, I don't actually know if that's
not even like things that are
coined by that, but like that's like yes, that's it's.
Well, then again, for things that are then again, Homestuck's term, things don't actually have to be temporally simultaneous. They can just kind of be like the same sort of thing happening again.
I think that's something else.
Yeah. It's for circumstantial simultaneity in Homestuck, it's like, I mean, if you're an observer on the timeline and different points in time and being linear don't necessarily matter to you, then if the same thing is happening in two different spots, then that's circumstantial simultaneity.
Yeah, that's different, but that's also like...
Yeah, I don't think Andrew Hussey knows
I feel like there's a simpler word for, like, that's just, things happen more than, what it is.
Yeah. Shoutouts again to that one Homestuck AU ending comic I found, where, among other things, John Egbert escaped from the webcomic and started walking around on the MSPA website and started interacting with the news posts and talking to Andrew Hussey, who promptly concluded
And then it
that
turned out that was all being run on a shipping group.
Well, no. I mean, I guess theoretically maybe, but... No, but it was like, obviously, Andrew Hussey's like, well, I guess I'm losing my mind. I'm having a mental breakdown if John Egbert is talking to me.
I don't know. I mean, I think I know there's a number of writers who are like, yes, I absolutely speak with my characters, and
I mean,
that's
the conversation does mention in one case that it's like, I think I took a screenshot of that somewhere. Let me find a specific.
It's like, is it?
So conversation between a snippet from the conversation is, dude, what are you complaining about? If you're in charge of the story, you're the one who decided to make it this way. I appreciate the vote of faith, but it's not that simple. Once a narrative builds up enough momentum, a lot of what happens is just physics. The author is strapped in along for the ride along with everyone else, screaming, "You're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with you."
I mean, yeah, I think
which is true.
Like, yeah, that's how writing. I speaking as someone with a degree in writing.
Yeah, I mean that is.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm like,
right?
yeah, that's
I
not
can't
wrong.
give any meaningful input because I'm plural.
Well, so I was about to ask.
That's awesome.
Is it does a headmate count as a fictive if the person who's headed, like, if the system wrote the fiction?
I guess it depends. Like, it depends on the
Like, on
system,
which
like
case
how they
it may be,
classify.
Pointing at
'Cause
summer.
we have some-
Pointing at summer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we have people in here who originated as OCs and later
From a
showed
Homestuck.
up in our brain, like, hey, I live here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, I guess that's more of it.
To bring it all around.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, it depends, like, because Summer identifies as being an OC fictive, but sometimes shit happens, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Is
of
that-
confusing nuance of personal identification that gets even more blended when you bring systemhood into account.
Yeah, like I feel like something that I've actually I've been meaning to talk to you about it. I think just because it's talk to a system I think would be interesting about it. Like
Yeah.
in my meditation and sort of spiritual stuff, sort of in the appreciation of this notion of a singular self is really the illusory thing. I think people who there systems where there's sort of multiple selves and people sort of within the same head is not, it's not remotely at I think it's a lot of people who don't even think of themselves as plural. I think especially on subconscious levels, that's just how the human mind is kind of organized, and the idea of the single ego is sort of weird.
Code switching is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's all these. I've seen memes about when you accidentally use personality A with friend group B.
Yeah, but also I don't know. I think particularly what's the, because now they've started trying to turn it into a serious science thing, and sort of I think maybe or not serious, but psychology has the internal family system stuff, which just pretend you're talking to these other things, okay, but actually maybe those different intelligences and concepts are existed to a degree more than is being sort of
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's also stuff I remember a while back seeing a study of someone who had their left and right brain hemispheres separated.
Yeah.
And it's stuff the left and right sides of their body and their brain will make decisions independent of the other.
Yep.
And that's
But what's and I think the interesting thing in that though
is that they will come up with justifications for why that decision was made, even though they have no idea why it was made.
Yes, yeah, and so that's exactly it. So I think that happens way more with people than
We realize.
we think about it. Like it's like
Yeah.
most of our decisions are probably like there's like an entire boardroom
Hmm.
down there making choices, and then it's just like consciously you don't really like. And then I think probably that's why I think it's interesting in systems. It's
Yeah.
like is it more of the stuff that is normally happening like behind the scenes in what is thought of as singular consciousness is in communication with each other, or is it that it is like sort of how that's structured is sort of something I'm curious about, I guess.
Proposal blonde.
Brains are weird.
Yeah. All I really know is that like there's so many different ways to exist out there, and it's like, I mean, we can never really know someone else's subjective internal experience. And so if
We
someone
can barely know our own.
right, and so like
Google
if someone
is
says to me like,
adapted
"Hey, I've got like 12
Shibatsu.
guys rattling around in my brain," I'm like, who am I to tell you that your subjective experience is wrong? Sure, you got
Yeah.
12 guys rattling around in your brain.
Yeah, I like
Dabble,
it's really is like
Bonanza,
okay, what
Brazil
counts as a separate guy versus some other part of oneself, and then how deeply ingrained then is that distinction to the point that you are like sort of aware or conscious of the different like it's as with many things it's like everyone's using the same word so they think they're talking about the same thing, but actually because
Yeah.
they can't ever know each other's internal experiences, it could be that things that sound like they're describing very different things are actually using it just like it gets lost in the translation of having to be communicated from one person stuck in their little Plato's cave of a brain to a different person in a different
Yeah,
cave.
it's like I don't know anyone else's qualia. I'm not gonna pretend that I do.
That's
No.
a nice word.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. What fascinates me is the people who insist like, no, qualia doesn't exist. I'm like, what do you mean qualia doesn't exist? Like okay, so then like, do you like, that's like, right? People who like are very materialist about like the nature of consciousness. They're like, no, they're like, are you talking about something different, or do you actually not have conscious experience and are
Are you
that's
telling
weird.
me
Like, how does that work?
It's like, are you telling me that you're a philosophical zombie? Like,
No, that's exactly it. There is some like keynote speech at some like philosophy thing where the sort of the speaker very proudly announced like, yes, I am a philosophical zombie. I'm like, the fuck?
that's not something to
Okay.
be happy about, I don't think.
No, it's weird. I don't know, man. I think it's like it's weird what people can be excited about when they have prior commitments to other things and they don't think them all the way through.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a Kurt Sagat video the other day about whether or not free will exists. And they came to the conclusion that, like, you could make a case either way, but if free will not existing would be really boring. And so we decided to believe that free will exists.
There's a lot of things like that. Also, like, I read a book just recently that sort of got into this, and it's like, well, if the multiverse and everything that can happen does happen, then do you really make a choice if there's always going to be? It's like, well, you're sort of like actually then like you're not getting rid of free will. You're just kind of like kicking the ball metaphysically down the road because that presupposes that there is some kind of observer that can be aware of multiple universes and can choose which to observe as the like there's weird like sort of like stuff where it's just like the way we normally think about this, it almost makes sense, but then if you actually stop and look at it from like further away, you realize that it doesn't quite do.
But actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective point of view, it's more like a big ball of...
Well, yeah, and actually, it's funny. I was talking to you about this after seeing his episode in the new season. I went back and watched all of Moffat's episodes because I sort of felt like it sort of like clarified and some of the other like philosophy stuff like I've read like sort of like, oh, I see what he was trying to do this whole time, and I kind of want to like go through and like sort of chart it and like kind of, and I think that is something that really fascinated Moffat, is the idea of sort of like the if time isn't linear, and then art and like everything, you know, can happen eventually, and there's all these different ways, sort of like things get, like how do you sort of navigate sort of the you know, I mean, like I'm thinking about, you know, Silence in the Library. It's this giant library, and there's literally, you know, they leave River's diary there, and so it's literally like you look at that and you look at like Borges's Library of Babel, and the idea it has every possible combination. Most of it is nonsense, but there's also, because it has every possible combination, it by chance has a book that does describe exactly, you know, what you're doing and what you'll do for the rest of your life, and predicts it with perfect accuracy, even though it doesn't actually know it. It's just that every possible combination of letters has it.
And there's also
sort of
books
like the way
and there's
that much of how the Doctor wound up being the Doctor that River Song knew is because River then influencing the Doctor. Like, I think there's all this that's you know, so then like who is like, but River was only the person that influenced the Doctor to be that way because the Doctor obviously was a huge influence on River, and so like
lots of ontological paradoxes
shows
which is
how
fun.
to be at what point that then defines these other points in this way, you know.
And then those things kind of ripple out into being a lot of other things in the universe, like the fact that the library even exists, for example, is probably only true because a future incarnation of the Doctor had previously saved the universe. So its mere existence was defined partially by the Doctor's characterization that those two are going to influence on each other.
Well, yeah, and so then, like, on another, like, if you think of, like, the universe, like, right, because, like, sort of the metaphor then, you know, and going back to the sort of the original Borges story as well, is like, okay, so the universe is the library, right? Everything happens somewhere in it. Is it part of your story or a similar story or whatever? And then you think about Series 5, which is, again, having rewatched the whole thing, sort of like, oh, this is comically, like, this is Borges with a thin veneer of sci-fi. The idea that there are these cracks in the universe, and he, you know, in the first episode where he describes, you know, it's not a crack in the bedroom wall, it's a crack in everything. And then you sort of think about like the Borges story, the Aleph, where it's this single point that you look at and it contains all of time and space in that single point without any sort of like diminishment in size. And you realize that the crack looks like and like particularly like when it first sort of opens up and you see the Atraxi on the other side, right, looking for Prisoner Zero. It's an eye, right? And so you have like the universe exists because we're observing it, but if something is like gone from observation, like we observe this sort of causal string of, because things are this way in the past and they're this way, we sort of construct this fake linear time. And so when things fall into the crack and it's like, they're like they never existed, it's like, well, they're not here now. It's like the universe doesn't have object permanence almost, and so like causality is almost like the universe's concept of object permanence, and we're like,
and there's stuff like with the Byzantium. The Byzantium crashed because of the angels, but then the angels all got sucked through a crack and never existed. So why did the Byzantium crash?
Yeah.
Fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, I've been starting to watch the Shudigatwa run now, and I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm up through Dot and Bubble.
Okay, so you saw Moffat's episode in that season then already.
Yeah, that Boom. Yeah, Boom
and
was
it's like, oh, this is exactly like, this is the same thing he was like trying to do for like 3 seasons when he was in charge, but no one had to like keep him in check and keep him off track.
Yeah. I saw someone say that Moffat is a great episode writer, he's just maybe not so good as a showrunner.
Yeah, again, I think he did great for Series 5 and like the first half of 6. And I think once we got past that, he's just like, he still has these ideas he's trying to explore, but he like ran out of like his one sort of like coherent idea and how to approach them.
Also, we're about to max our base.
Dot and Bubble though is wild because like apparently the last scene is like the first thing that Kurigawa filmed,
Oh wow.
which is insane.
Yeah, no kidding. I think the first one that I think Millie was the name of the actor for Ruby. I think the first one she did was 73 yards. But it's like, God, freaking Dot and Bubble though. I really liked looking at the behind the scenes on that because of I'm blanking on the showrunner's name. Roger T. Davies. Russell T. Davies. Close. I was close. I was thinking of probably Roger Craig Smith in there as well. Sonic. So Russell T. Davies, I like that he mentioned it like he would always, soon as Shurigawa's casting as the Doctor was announced, he was like, oh man, he's talking about how people always asking, oh man, what's it gonna be like when the Doctor goes back in time and he experiences racism with a black man? It's like, what makes you think it's just in the past? So they make a story about the Doctor experiencing racism in the future.
Yeah.
And it's like there's the subtle details, like throughout the whole episode as well. It's not just that last scene. Like for example, everyone in the episode except for the Doctor is white.
Yeah.
And stuff like what's her name? I forgot the POV character for most of it. Like she is way more patient and willing to listen to Ruby, even though she's saying the exact same things as the Doctor, who she immediately dismisses.
And there's like enough that it's like for example, like when the Doctor does show up, like he is sort of like, hey, there's this huge problem, I'm not from here, and sort of like is not introducing himself as part of the context. And so then it's like, there's a plausible like, she did, she like said, oh, I'm new here, but I'm, like, it's like it's like no, like once you realize, oh, this is racism, it's like, okay, but like there's like other stuff that like I think can like there's some like I guess ultimately like there's like a sort of like intersectionality, but like at the end it's clearly like race. It's just what it seems like.
Yeah, it's like there's like plausible deniability in the story, I guess. It could be other things, but ultimately it is written to be a racism thing.
Exactly.
And it's like as well, especially like even once it's clear that Ruby has nothing to do with Fine Time as well. Even at the end when the Doctor's like, come with us, and like they're like, we can't do that. And they singled him out. They say, you, sir, are not one of us.
No, I think it's definitely like
they don't include Ruby in that.
They definitely want like at the end for it to be like, no, if you thought this was something else, it's this.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
And yet the Doctor still tries to save them despite that. It's so heart wrenching. Yeah.
But it's one of those things where like there is kind of like. I kind of, would it have been useful though if like maybe we had like some comment of like they're obviously like going to die, like try to make it in the wilderness, right? Like or like because like
they're 100%.
I feel like
they're
it's fairly obvious that's going to happen, but I also feel like it's not necessarily obvious to everyone.
Yeah, either A, the man-eaters will find them out there anyway, or the dots will find them, or they're just going to end up Lord of the Fliesing themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like that's like the other what it made me think of, particularly with the social media stuff, is like I remember there being discussion around like I want to say like the 2016 election and about like how white people interact with people of color in terms of like politics, and how like we'll amplify their voice and we'll say but like then as soon as like everything is said and done, sort of go back to like we did it, we solved this, and like not internalizing that it's important to listen, and then like you have like the narrative of like we settled, oh, this is back to how our country is supposed to be. We're going to be pioneers. We're going to found this all. It's like, you did that on the backs of slaves and with the help of the Native Americans and all, like, you're not, no, it's like, and so then when you have at the end of Dawn and Bubble, they're like, we're going to be pioneers like our ancestors. Like, I guarantee you, your history is not how you think it went.
Anywho, we've gotten a bit distracted. We should probably roll for another wish now.
We should, yes.
Let me just turn on the wheel of wishes. Why is it dropped like that? Whoa.
Believe it or not, this conversation started talking about free will.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello.
I had soup.
Soup.
But did you choose to have that soup?
Not particularly, no.
Let me just readjust the cropping on this live.
Yeah, Bert.
We'll do it live. And I think you that. I remember all the commands that work here. Oh God, what am I doing?
We all ask ourselves that. What is Jorb doing?
Not that. Fit to screen. There we go. Okay, wheel! Yay!
Wheel!
Wheel of wheel of
Wheel of wheel of wheel of
wheel seal.
Seal!
Ezekiel's vision of the angel. Wheels within wheels within wheels, but just like, Wheel of Fortune style wheels.
We have a winner, Greener Gardens.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Which is, let's see, Greener Gardens. We get to become a supernatural today.
We weren't already.
We get to be a fairy. We can make
You
100
can't prove
plants.
to me that Norbus was not already a fairy.
All right, so we didn't earn $25 from playing
If
basement.
Norbus was not previously supernatural, what was he?
I don't know.
He's Norbus.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
So let's see. We're going to need a bottled blessing of the Fae. Now, if I'm smart, I'll have already made one of these and put it in my storage. However,
All right, here we go. Is Jorb smart?
it would appear that the
The
answer
definitive
is
answer.
no.
Bad luck.
So let's see. What do we need for this again? Let me just write this down. We need a red toadstool, a sunstone, and a fairy damsel. Okay,
Okay.
let's get started. Oh, collection tracker, show unto me the location of... Why can't I track freaking
No.
mushrooms? Like, do you count as seeds?
They shouldn't. They use spores.
Yeah, but they might count. There might be mushroom seeds in here anyway, even though that doesn't make sense.
Fair enough.
Okay, there should be seeds glowing here, but there aren't, so that's nice. But you, what are you? Whitecaps. Okay, that is a mushroom. Not the correct mushroom, but a mushroom. Mandrake seeds. Mandrake seeds again.
This reminds me, all the
Small things.
that too. All the like crosswalk buttons near my house have been covered with ads for
Ugh.
a mushroom delivery service,
Oh.
and I just find that very funny. It's like, it's been decriminalized. That's technically different than being legal. Do you really want like this? Like you can just go into like head shops around here and buy psychedelic mushrooms. That's not an issue. But I just feel like putting the ads up everywhere. Like they don't advertise it. Like putting ads everywhere. Like go to this website and you can have someone deliver it to your house. It's just like that's
I remember when I was moving up here to where I am now. I'm not gonna dox myself, but
Yeah.
like when I was moving, as we were going up and down the freeway, there was just always like several billboards to go buy weed.
like okay, but like at least
Anyway.
weed actually like that's
I
not
know,
just decriminalized.
I know,
That-
I know.
that's-
I know, but it still is just considering where we used to be. It's just so wild.
Is weed still illegal in Australia?
In Australia? I don't think. I have no idea.
It might be.
Wolf's Bane. I never did put down a potion shop, did I? I don't think so. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Classic mistake.
I don't recall.
I probably didn't. I could do. I just don't know if I want to bother.
It depends. Do you want to keep doing this forever?
Let's see. Did I
Define this.
put down a potion shop?
Am I picking? Okay, I am picking it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to keep like squinting at my light up thing. It says my microphone's doing inputs.
Yeah.
And I cannot tell otherwise, and I know it likes to eat me.
Crunch.
No,
Consumed my microphone.
sad. Oh well, there's other Leos.
Let's see. So, elixirs and a sundries. 30 by 30 lot. 30 by 20. 30 by 20. 50 by 50. 40 by 40. 30 by 30. You want to put the elixir shop next to the Hollywood backlot?
Yeah, that's scary.
Might as well.
That makes sense.
Honestly, we might not have a lot of other good options.
True. Can't put it next to like
Actors are on them energy potions.
how did you do the effects when the main character is turned into a frog? Oh, those weren't effects. We just went over to the potion store.
There's a uninhabited house here we could get rid of. Next to the graveyard. That might
No.
actually
I mean,
make
that
sense.
seems like the only better way to do it is if you could actually just have them operate out of the uninhabited house.
Rip.
Kill.
Why is there a potion store in the basement of this uninhabited house? Well,
Well,
where else would it be? I have Hollywood.
there we go. That looks right.
I think it should rotate every 12 hours.
How do you know it doesn't?
It rotates, but only when we're not looking at it, and as soon as we observe it again, it goes back to original position.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Everyone else can see it, though.
Good morning.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
There's no employees yet. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Can I get some service? Ding, 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 ding,
No,
ding,
I just
ding.
remembered we have the first redeem.
That is true.
Like an hour in, I've remembered.
Ding, 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 ding. It's true.
Goopy box?
I don't know. I think this is a TARDIS in which you can teleport between multiples of these, but this is the only one.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think we have our new proprietor, Dwayne Jackson.
Ah.
Our town is full of old people.
Damn this economy.
Bar Nibsy Habalu. Miwakawa Zigo Zakabadig, huh?
Borsha. Wamita.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let's just see. Do they have a... No, they don't. So they have a red toadstool.
Hmm.
Of
Speaking of psychoactive mushrooms.
course, they don't appear to have
Like,
the
it's
other
just-
items.
Yeah, you know, you have enough fly agaric, you sure will feel like you have the faith blessing.
Yes. Ah. Let's see if we can buy the fish we need at the grocery store. Nope.
I see.
Well, time to go fishing.
Yep. But first, let's...
No, posture check.
Oh. Okay, that's not a sunstone. I'll pick it up anyway, but... Get me some magenta stones. That is a metal, I won't need that.
Why am I so sleepy?
The tireds.
No.
Wake me up inside. can't wake up. Sag.
Sad.
Me in the morning.
Me this morning. I was like, I should get up for stream. But like 15 more minutes. Okay, another 15 minutes. Okay. And that's why stream was at 2 today.
Right? I
Welcome
need
to...
to start, like, just leaving an energy drink on my nightstand. So then when I wake up at, like, 5, I can chug it and then fall back asleep for 2 hours and then wake up and feel energized.
Fascinating strategy.
You have a better plan.
Evolve beyond the need for sleep. I mean, if it works, right?
I said you have a better plan, and then I couldn't actually hear what you said, but on my phone I have Tumblr open, and I scrolled past your revlog of the Eye of the Tiger plays as I enthusiastically jump out of bed and hit my head over and over a lamp and remain conscious for this.
Yeah, that tracks.
What I said was I'd just evolve beyond the need for sleep.
God, I wish that was me.
Skill issue.
Man.
I found a ruby and a smoky quartz. And a diamond. I remember all of these characters from Steven Universe.
Well,
Fantastic news that my birthstone is Paradox.
I think mine's Topaz.
hey, mine too, actually.
I think mine's Topaz.
Sorry, I had to remember to be alive.
Understandable.
Oh, that's the hardest part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't restocked yet.
No, Topaz is
Wait a minute.
Scorpio. That's
Oh, wait.
Dib web. Farble. Websy nabalak.
Uh-huh.
Abba. Lurherbal.
Just is.
He's a vomajig.
I thought I was purchasing from them, but actually they were purchasing from me.
No. Yeah, Pearl and Alexandrite are in Steven Universe. You win.
I think Pearl's even part of Alexandrite.
Yeah. Alexandrite's from the fusions, so.
Shaxa Zimbo.
Shaxa Zimbo. Did you aware of this?
I am now.
I can't remember. What's the third birthstone? What's the third one? There's a third one that's also Gemini.
Meanie.
Besides Pearl and Alexandrite.
Oh,
I do not remember.
This is not something I think most people would know. I only know it because of my weird occult stuff.
That tracks.
Egg.
Egg?
Egg.
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 I mean, obviously, people argue about the correspondences
Barso
all the time.
Morale says Moonstone.
That doesn't sound right to me, but again, it may be a different list. Hang on, I'm actually just looking for it.
Girl, Alexandra and
I
Moonstone.
just had it because of. I just had it open. Because I had to look. I was looking up and found the agate thing. There it is.
I gotta be right back. I gotta put away my dishes, and I desperately need like chocolate or something to sustain me.
God, I would love some chocolate.
Me too. Now, this lists Moonstone as being Cancer, but that's next to Gemini, so I would believe that some system would somehow decide otherwise. I'm going by the list in the Cicero's Golden Dawn initiation.
I'm gonna purchase this bottled Curse of the Lichen for later. That seems like something that would be useful to just have. For when we eventually roll a werewolf wish, we can just have it ready to go. That'd be nice.
So, why do you have a werewolf potion? Oh, you know, just in case.
Just in case I want to become a werewolf later. Let's see. I'm gonna look up where the fish can be found.
The ocean.
Track fish. The answer is, in fact, the ocean. Question is, which particular pool of fish? Not that one. That one just has vampire fish and robot fish. We don't need those. Don't need luminous salamanders.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, fairy damsel. There we go. Norbus be fishing. Norbus just caught his biggest blowfish ever.
Me, the first time I found fish. This is the biggest I've ever.
Oh, I've caught 20 types of fish. Hooray.
More two types of fish and several new diseases.
Norbus needs sleep.
Here, someone sent a letter with the Black Plague in it to the French Minister of the Interior.
With a what?
The French Minister of the Interior apparently received a letter that had the Black Plague in it.
The
This is easily treatable these days, so it's not like
when did this happen?
it was just I just they were talking.
I ate
about
a
it on
cookie. My
Tumblr.
HP and MP is restored.
Hooray!
Nice.
But did it have the Black Plague in it?
What?
Apparently, yeah. This is as of yesterday. Someone sent a letter containing the Black Plague to the French Minister of the Interior.
What?
It's fine. It's easily treatable these days, so it's just being rude. Like, obviously, that's still like we don't know that it was the but apparently
What the hell?
Does that count as an assassination attempt?
I would assume so. I don't know. It's
You
because
just send a plague in the mail?
on Tumblr, right? People were talking about it. Diane Duane responded, and was like, "No, yeah, I ran into that all the time when I was treating people in the ER. People get it like it's not actually that rare."
Ugh.
Huh.
We live in a very strange
It's
world.
just not serious anymore. God willing, one day that'll be how it is about COVID. Like, oh,
Hopefully.
that's not an issue.
I mean, from what I understand, COVID is basically around the same level as the flu these days.
Well, except that it can cause
Well, aside from long
more
COVID.
long-term issues.
Yeah, aside from the whole long COVID thing.
Yeah,
But-
that's I think sort of the issue, right? I
Yeah.
don't know how many. Like, if it weren't for that, yeah, okay.
If it
sure,
weren't
it's the
for long
flu, and,
COVID,
ideally
then
we
yeah.
wouldn't want people to die from the flu either, and
Yeah.
there's all this stuff. But like, no, it's the long COVID is the problem there.
Right. Norris, please fish in the spot that I asked you to fish.
Never.
The healing cookie and the wild plague letter is an excellent.
This is not even the same body of water, Norbis. Not only did he not fish at next to the pool, he started fishing away from the pool. It's not the right pool. It's not the right body of water.
Like, that's ridiculous. Water doesn't have bodies.
Tell that to Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe.
That's right, but that's
Norbis just caught his biggest red herring ever.
I want that as the tagline for a detective movie.
What, Norbis just caught his biggest red herring ever?
Well, like, yeah, whatever the detective's name for the movie is, just caught the biggest red herring.
And the detective is Norbis.
Yeah.
Alright, we're getting some bait.
I can't think of a funny joke.
Norbis is the joke.
Great.
Zib zib.
Bad for him.
Mm.
Can I sell my fish? I can. Selling my red
There was
herrings.
in the detective magic set they had earlier this year a red herring card.
Oh, do you sell glow orbs? Of course you don't. Why would you? That would be too useful.
Or my mouse is not behaving at all.
Have you tried using a rat instead?
Yeah. Arcana very, very kindly brought me one.
Norbus has caught a nice lobster. Norbus caught a perfect tuna.
Fantastic. May we all one day aspire.
Nice lobster. That's how you compliment non-binary people.
Yeah.
Spurgog? Jizo Spurgog. Yebble Mebs. Sissy.
Backing noise.
Plenty of time for Norbus. I just realized I forgot to increment the wish counter.
Increment the wish counter.
26 of 85. God, I love seeing this pop-up of just time machine created by Norbus Beetlebop. Yeah, morale, this is true.
I just got lobsters.
Love the
Makes
implication
me
that it's
think of all the
multiple
times people
lobsters.
have tried to like steal or smuggle animals by hiding them in their pants.
I'm full of lobsters.
I'm guessing it's probably because most people don't know what the word vulva actually means.
Yeah. Also, neither is censored in the thingy.
Yeah, I don't see any censored there. I think that's just on your end.
It's like a filter, like a personal filter thing.
Farble. Websy Nabala.
Mm-hmm.
Haba?
Hi, do you have the items I require yet? Has your stock updated,
Jorb.
sir?
Wargog.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have sunstone, fairy damsel, or mayhaps glow orbs? Vial of bottled genie? Am I even gonna need that? Hold on, let me look at the list of lifetime wishes again. Introduced as supernatural. Werewolf, fairy, witch, vampire, witch. Nope.
Yes, ironically, there is no genie wish.
Nope.
They learned their lesson from Aladdin.
Ah, the weight gain elixir. Great. Glad they put that in there. Not bad. Just selling all my fish to an alchemy shop. Yeah, let me know when someone buys these. Not if, when. You having fun there, Morel?
Epic.
I'm just imagining just running in the 90s, but all the lyrics are just replaced. with yeah, exactly. It's the new way I like to be. Ooh, we caught a tragic clownfish. Alright, you should definitely set that to your new Steam display name for TF2, and then see. And I'm sure you will not get in any trouble whatsoever.
Oh god. Don't do that.
I'm being a little rascal and giving you advice that is bad.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. There was roboting. What was that?
Jorb is giving Morale bad advice.
Oh, that seems
And
like a
I
bad
quote,
idea.
being a little rascal who is bad.
Oh, time to save.
Easy.
Legally, I should tell you to not listen to Jorb.
Illegal. I should also tell you.
I'm beginning to think I need to wait for a full moon so I can get some glow orbs for bait.
Yeah.
What is a glow orb?
Which is a type of mushroom. Only grows at the full moon.
It's an orb, and it glows.
Yeah, I was hoping for Jason's definition.
Okay, great. I'm glad you got what you needed.
I was hoping for Jason's definition to be real.
What is a mushroom?
We just don't know.
It's not a planet and it's not an animal.
Oh. Sorry, Morale DM'd me what the chat was like on his end, and it does just filter out penis, but not vulva.
Whack.
Yeah, it's a personal filter setting thing you can have just on your end. I don't have it on for penis, I guess, so I so I see it.
Warning, this stream contains mature language.
Warning, the stream pertains peanuts.
See, now that I
Warning.
feel has different implications than you intended.
Yeah. Warning, stream may contain nuts.
That kind of reminds me of one time I went to a Wendy's and they had this like poster on the wall showing allergen information, and there were like
Yeah.
different dot colors indicating whether it contained an allergen or if it was just cooked in the same oil as the allergen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And clearly, it was not properly proofread because as it turns out that the small kids bottle of milk you can get does not contain milk, but may have been cooked in the same oil as milk.
It'd be funny if it had both, right? It contains milk and is cooked. It's like, yeah, I would imagine so. Shouldn't all of the ones that contain? No, that's weird. Strangely enough, some of them don't.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna buy a flask of Angry Bees.
Bees?
Bees?
Bees,
Bees?
bees.
I'm gonna buy some potent cure elixirs for later.
Morale shall be your bees.
Good. Fantastic.
They are. Yes, please. Rat. Rat, please.
Collecting some items. Have you ever collected an item before?
No,
Well, that's just
never.
That's real unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very tragic. Someday I would like to collect an item.
One item.
One bugs.
One bugs. Oh, that's a throwback. For us specifically. Ooh, this looks promising. This orange
Oh.
color.
I would like to contain. I would like to collect one item, and that item is everything.
You got it, boss. Here's your everything
Hey.
bagel.
Yeah,
Sunstone.
but, yeah, there you go.
Yay!
I should rewatch that movie.
I think somewhere in here. Why do I have all this iron?
Minecraft.
Whoa.
I mean, is that going to be safe for you once you're turned into a fairy?
Oh, I'm about to sell it. This silver, too. You know, for when I later become a werewolf. Keep the pink diamonds, so... Nice.
Imagining someone in their house having like a case, and it's just like breaking
No,
case,
Morale, what did you do?
break in case of me becoming a werewolf or something.
Morale, what have you done? Hold on, I'm checking the Steam profile.
Oh no! Did they do it?
Morale,
I'll find out when Steam loads, I think.
Hey, Morale, it's me, the devil. I'm here to convince you to do sin.
That's ridiculous, Devil. Sin isn't real. It was just made up by the Catholic Church to sell more indulgences.
Oh no, he did it. Volva's now playing Team Fortress 2.
Sound of agony.
The stream is alive with the sound of agony.
So what's it going to?
Jorb, why do your actions have consequences?
See, now I'm just imagining just
This
like
is what we were talking about earlier with Doctor Who. We make our own causality.
See, do I still have a smeltery thing? I have this. I don't think that's what I'm looking for, but it might be. Nah, I changed my mind on saying it. Smelt metals, nice. Oh god, we're still at hyperspeed. Hold on. Wait. How do I select one or more? I'd like to select more, please.
No.
Oh, okay, I guess not.
As we all know, SMELT stands for super melt.
Of
Yeah, I
course.
believe that.
I'll incorporate that into my belief system.
I will believe that unquestioningly.
You know, just like sparkles or super particles.
And then let's see.
Come on.
I forgot Norbert sounds like that.
Ooh. Zaggy.
Well, you know, he's creature.
Yeah.
The actual answer is that it is in fact just from the old English word for like that we get melt from, but somehow it kept the S, and then when we use melt the way we use melt, it lost the S.
Huh.
Weird. That's funky.
Language is weird.
Thank you, Morale. I owe you my life.
Oh no.
There's some joke here about
Barso Misbadula
vulvas and completion,
Ninja
but we'll
Wamasabalu.
avoid it.
Lagan?
Lorsham. Wamita.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I stream Klonoa 2 is dependent on Leo, I think.
Huh? What?
Morale.
Oh.
'Cause
Sorry, I was reading something. Yeah. Cornella, good. Thumbs up.
Well, I think, didn't you want to play Klonoa 2 first on your own?
Yeah, but my Switch Joy-Cons are all messed up, so that kind of hasn't happened in a billion years. So at this point, it might just be good for you to go ahead and me to just like try to help off my very vague memories to the very new ones I would have had, which would just be a new kind of chaos.
Perhaps.
I won't be as helpful, but it will be funny.
Funny or helpful? Pick one.
Must I?
Stupid.
No. You can pick other.
Me when there's suffering and struggles to watch. Well, we're gonna give some fishing more of an attempt while we wait for the full moon to come by. Keep fishing. This is the right spot, right? No, it isn't. That won't help.
If we fish in every possible location, eventually it will be the correct one.
Well, that might be part of the problem as to why I wasn't getting, wasn't getting the right fish, because I was fishing in the wrong spot.
I see.
Well, at the very least, it won't have helped. Norbert caught a perfect red herring. Norbert, go eat. Get and sleep and
In sleeping.
the sleeper. Did this joke already, but who cares? I think that means that you can't lose morale, because I feel like it would be extremely uncanon for a scout to be dominating Volva. You're welcome.
Discord is eating our laughter again.
Like, I don't remember if these streams are monetized in the first, if the VODs on these are monetized in the first place. But if they are, this
This
one's
one
definitely,
won't be.
This one won't be. Like, do I have to specifically go on to when I upload the VOD on YouTube? Am I gonna have to like check that this video is for adults only?
I don't think so. Especially because it wasn't in like the first like 20 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. Next full moon in 6 days. Scout is dominating Lobster. I think Scout could eat a po' boy or two. That seems about right. I hope that by the end of the series, someone will, like, catalog Normus's entire life and, like, figure out how old he is in Sims years.
Turns out that actually that's the measure of a sim year, is how long it takes Norbus to complete one wish.
Very inconsistent.
Well, you know, leap years.
Sure, okay, sure, that might as well be what that means.
Then there's the intercalary period. And the 5 extra days, which were created from the additional portions of each day won by both in a dice game. Other weird calendar keeping jokes. I don't know, man.
I still don't understand why, in order to use the teleporter to come home, you have to use your cell phone. Like, explain that, Atheist.
Triangulating the something.
Reverse the inverse kinetics of the neutron flow.
Yeah. It's true.
They do with morale, it's true.
It's just that, you know, Norbus has very unique relationships, so the anniversaries are not
Norbit.
temporally consistent.
Well, time to sue for slander. Please do not divide my lifespan.
By 0?
Your lifespan is being actively divided.
Unless you're dividing it by a
true.
negative number.
That's what we call conscious experience. Dividing.
Nor.
Sims 3 Blood Swap AU.
Oh God. Attacking you.
Cool, dude.
Well, time to appeal our case.
Ordo, Kipo. Firdamatsu, Kamane, Murba Kadatsu. Kaldafabo? Fabo. Kaldamoots? Moots. Kipo.
There we go.
Norbus has always been Jorb. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just that Jorb hasn't always been Norbus.
I have been called Jorbus many times, for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's obligatory between dimensions.
Zarko, Mixafadas,
Radishay.
Ramahi,
Wow.
Zubogal, Saba?
Flask of Sleep.
Moon. Hi.
Hi, Loon.
Hello,
awake.
Moon.
the loon.
Your blast of sleep cannot defeat me, for I am already oh so sleepy.
I would think that would make it easier to defeat you, but what do I know? True, that is a thing we did do.
Well, I have bad news. This is not the restroom.
Hey, there we go, fairy damsel.
Hey.
Let's go sell the remaining fish.
The remaining fish is my fish cover band.
I see, I think.
Right, isn't it? That's like a band that like dads like or whatever, right? Fish with like a PH. They have like a Ben and Jerry's flavor. Are they the one that had the concert at the Orb in Vegas and the guy got arrested for the bong, or was that some other band of that genre? I think it was them. Hang on. Fish concert or bog.
Alright, finally it's time for
That's the
Norbus to
coherent.
mix an elixir.
Coherent Google search. Yep, it was. It was the fish. Or just, I guess, the what is here, but yeah, the 420 concert at the Sphere, and someone was, or like, in trouble for bringing a bong there. I'm like, buddy, it's a fish concert on 420. What were you expecting?
Alright, well, we now have a bottle blessing of the Fae. Use elixir on self.
Nifty.
Oh.
Norbus is now a fairy.
Oh, it's got wings.
You can't prove to me he wasn't before.
Sabuj.
This is how much magic power your sim has remaining.
I think he has more than that. I think he's hiding his true potential from us.
Okay, so we started out as a level 0 fairy. We need to make 100 plants grow using bloom, but to do that we need to be level 4 fairy.
I see.
We need to increase our fairy magic skill. Skill will be rapidly gained while using aura. Let's use aura of soothing then.
Yee.
Didn't even use up the mushroom. Well, Norbus,
Remember, Norbus, violence is always the answer. Ow.
Dance time.
Yeah, Vivi! Ah, Zati! Ugh.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a snack.
Okay.
That's so.
Oh, I think that song is just called Clocks. Why are people doing school chant outside my house? Whoops. I don't remember the name, unfortunately. Guru Prasanna. I looked it up. I found the it. Oh yeah, check out Norris moving now. Never mind, he's not doing it this time. He's deciding to walk.
Oh.
There we go. The funny Norbus. Nothing to listen to whoever random person. Darno Weeby! Well, while we wait for Norbus to continue leveling up his, Alright, so Norbert is now level 3 fairy.
Darky.
Norbert became God by touching the garbage can.
She's out.
So that song was, I believe, in the final by Mario Knows 1, also known as Mayro. It is a remix of the final boss theme from Bowser's Inside Story. And also has violin from some guy whose name I don't remember, but was actually the person's like music teacher or something. Was like, hey, do you want to do the violin for my remix? And they're like, sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see, now what?
Oh. Ah. Sabuj. Ah. Woo!
Maybe you should change out of your pajamas, Norbus.
Maybe so.
There we go. Now that is what true power looks like. Let's track nanites. There are no nanites here, but let's track them anyway. Just in case one somehow shows up. How you guys doing, by the way?
I'm vibing.
Yeah, I just noticed you guys have been quiet for a little bit until like, is my call broken, or
No, I'm here. I'm just getting tired.
just exploding?
Yeah. And Jason is AFK.
Zarkle mix a
Way to go, BRB and Bingo.
Oh, okay. I
Saba?
forgot.
Lorgle. Borgog.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have anything interesting to sell? Need some bottled vampire's bite. Yeah, let's pick those up. And save us from having to make more elixirs ourselves. Nice. What to do now?
Which mode?
I understand where you're coming from. Let's see, don't do that. Got a list of all the different skills and whether or not it's okay to do them. There's a Rhythmicon is okay. Oh, we can keep doing that. Let's go gambling!
Yippee!
Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
Did he just die?
Yes, but no.
Gotcha.
I see.
This is why we have unlucky. Funny Norbus electrocuted himself. Yeah, Norbus has banned from dying forever. This is true.
Alright, everyone, stand back. I have a sandwich and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
Has it got mayo in it?
No.
Lame.
I don't think that would go with peanut butter and jelly very well.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh god! Ah!
Me boots.
I remember seeing a video on, I think it was from Good Mythical Morning,
No, I don't like where this is going.
where they tried alternate peanut butter and X sandwiches to see if any of them were like edible or if any of them were better.
I mean, peanut butter and Nutella is fine.
Yeah, but one. So if there was one that they found that they were expecting to hate, just from the sound of it, but they turned out to actually unexpectedly really enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
So it's gonna sound disgusting, and it sounds disgusting to me too, but apparently it's good. I'm just not gonna try it. Peanut butter and ketchup.
I could believe it.
But why?
Peanut butter and existential dread.
That's what I have every day of my life.
Now, peanut butter and existential dread is when I'm eating peanut butter out of the container with a spoon.
I try not to
Yeah,
do
that also.
I've been there.
Yeah. I used to just eat Nutella like that.
that. I've done, yeah.
I don't even really like hazelnut. I keep forgetting that I'm ambivalent on it.
That's true ambivalence.
Oh wait a second, I just realized I can put my magic aura up again.
Like, you know, if you're constantly thinking about something and remembering it, that's not really ambivalence, right? That's a fairly strong opinion. But if you keep forgetting, you're ambivalent about it.
Come on, Norbus, get to level 4 fairy. Wow, these level ups are getting expensive, EXP wise.
Once you get to level 4 fairy, you're allowed to be a enemy in the starting location with Persona again.
Oh, good work.
Yes, I know those are pixies.
I was thinking about being like a level 4 fairy type Pokemon in. I thought you said the Johto games. I was like, I don't think
No,
there's.
it's Persona.
Oh, I think there should be some level 4 fairy types in Johto as well.
Yeah, I don't think anything in Johto was retconned to be fairy.
Yeah, likewise,
I
I
still
think.
think it came up in chat a while ago, or in the Discord, of like, it's actually funny that like, I think most of the dark type Pokemon are technically native to Kanto. It's just that we never saw them because we never went there at night in Red and Blue.
Yeah, I'd love to see someone make a list of all the Pokemon that are technically native to Kanto that we just didn't see in Red and Blue.
Yeah, no, it's It's definitely the Houndoom line and Murkrow, and then there's I think there's a couple others. Let me look it up. It's gonna bug me.
So I think we have just now unlocked level 4 magic. Yeah, it said we unlocked Tummy Twister, which is level 4 fairy, which means we also have Bloom.
Let's see, Slugma, also from the Kanto region. I swear there's at least one more.
I am using a phenomenal amount of willpower right now.
It's okay, Pokemon Too Many Types did not.
Of course.
As I recall, it did have a D's Nuts type.
That's
Of
not
course.
necessary by any measure.
I believe they also gave that type to Sock.
I have not been reading chat. I'm sorry. I was laying down. TF2 has Jurassic Park in it?
I don't seem to be able to do the thing yet, despite being level 4.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Are you sure it's level 4?
That's what the wiki says. Well, that's fine. I'll just do this.
I love with this.
Maybe it doesn't work because they're still in just the planted form. Congratulations to TF2 and or Jurassic Park. "46 vehicles have been removed." Norbus be like, honk shoe.
I just pictured like like someone who has like, you know, the like knuckle tat words, but it's like funk and shoe. I'm thinking about the Tumblr post that's like knuckle tats AI generated and has like
The wrong number of
7
fingers.
So it's like the fingers, like, but like there are people who like are born with like an extra finger or whatever, and I just feel like it'd be very funny if one of them did. Like it still would, like, you wouldn't have enough to do that, but like there's got to be some kind of joke about.
I saw a picture on Reddit the other day of someone who was born with 3 fingers instead of 5.
A cartoon character.
Indeed. That's what all the comments said.
No one making the Doctor Who joke. Like, I need 3 fingers sculpted. You've got 3 fingers.
I don't remember that part.
There's the Centauran, like, hand panel for opening the door.
I may not have seen that episode.
I think it was series 4?
Maybe. Oh, now I can do Bloom. I hear Siren.
They're coming to stop you. But it's too late.
And I am out of magic power.
Yay.
So back to blackjack. Let's go gambling!
That feels like a voice line for, like, Zatanna from, like, some video game, right? Of, like, some decent video game. Like, you
Stretch.
run out of MP.
And hydrate.
I'm out of magic.
I'm out of arrows. Hit them with your bow if you must. So I was thinking about someone did a Skyrim playthrough with only a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And to be clear, I mean with only a bow. No arrows.
Yeah. I think there's opportunity for some joke somewhere of someone running out of arrows and then, like, grabbing, like, the quest objective marker from the interface and using it as an arrow, since those tend to be arrow shaped. Alright, you have your sticks, now what?
What are you growing?
Those are just some life fruits.
Excuse me.
I can use Bloom on them repeatedly so long as I have enough magic. But at the moment I don't have enough magic, so the objective is to use Bloom 100 times successfully. For the lifetime wish. And then we'll be epic and cool. Oh shoot.
Cat Clock looks so nervous.
Does it? I guess it is looking
Yeah,
around a
just
bunch.
because the eyes are moving so fast.
Yeah, that's fair enough. More of a sippy moment.
All sip, sip.
Help you up. Sabuj.
I'm so sleepy. Why am I so sleepy?
Eat beat.
Demons.
Anuf to Yana. Oh. Give me.
Settings. Silence phone.
The wrong button. Plants start growing out of your phone instead.
Uh-oh. I'm growing a plant tree.
Hargle.
Such an embarrassing mistake to make, really.
Gababo Chickmar.
You hear rigging coming from under the freshly planted soil.
Like some bizarro alternate version of the, was it the heart? No, was it the Lonely
Telltale
Heart?
Heart?
Telltale Heart, that's it. I was getting mixed up with the Portrait of Dorian Gray, so I almost called it the Heart of Dorian Gray.
No, he didn't have one of those.
If it was under the floor, then certainly not anymore.
Poor Delpsy.
Wow, well, we should open a dispensary. Imagine if the plants got up and asked to be dealt into the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cardoom. Jill? Huh?
Man, they really want it to be 100, huh? Hey,
Um,
we're 29 out of 100 already. That's not too bad. I'll have to check to see whether failures count.
The most mixed message motivational poster. Failures count. It's like, do you mean like, you know, we take those? Or do you mean like, this counts against you? Or like...
So, failures do not seem to count, only successful uses of bloom. But it does appear that reviving plants and removing weeds with bloom does count.
okay. That's good.
No more gambling!
Yeah.
Goodbye forever. That took so long. How is a single sim in a normal game supposed to max gambling?
You've killed him.
He's
You've done
finally
it.
free.
You've won gambling. Why do I hear myself through my head? What did I do?
A ribsy. Ta-ta.
Do I sound normal?
I think so.
You sound normal. I'm distracted by the song playing right now.
Ah.
with it?
Nothing.
Nothing's wrong. Everything is fine. Return to your garden. Well, I'll worry about the. Oh, I fixed it. Yeah, I think it's. I know it's that you add the music in, but it's weird for intelligible words to appear
Right.
within The Sims.
This one's targeted to Leo. Oop. This is the Turtle Made It to the Water remix.
Oh. I see.
Because it's been used as pre-stream.
When are you gonna get around to including the post-stream playlist?
Me bet so. Opulum! Oh. Enjoy.
Lotus, go outside for a minute so you don't be stir crazy.
I think we're well past that.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Well, I'm not certain why this is a button that Norbus has access to, but,
Bandaneta was oh hey, Bandaglan fell chum chawe.
Jesus Christ. I don't like anything I'm looking at right now.
French fry cat.
Oh! You're a winner.
Sorbashuni. Kinaruna zooey fay.
Thinking about Groucho Marx.
This cat is having a very normal experience.
Gonzo.
Yeah.
Babu Snorgle.
Uh-huh.
Gonzo.
So normal.
Lumpinu. Kebiwaza. Gimso.
Goodbye, French Fry Cat. I'm glad we got to meet you. You good, Norbus?
No.
Norbus has never been good once in his life.
Okay, new plan. Teleport home.
Tiganog. Bim Sobsy.
Jesus, he almost got hit by a car.
Wow, Norbus really isn't doing good. It's like, hey, we found your sim standing in traffic trying to get hit by a car. You maybe want to get it some therapy?
It's fine, he wouldn't stay dead.
Ah, that explains it.
Maybe that's why.
Just for the thrill of it.
Yeah, it's like that part of Groundhog Day where you
Yeah.
yeah.
Norbus has been sent a decorative fire tools. One tools.
If they been so toy.
I agree, Norbus. That's so true. So true and so brave.
Norbus people bought reblog if you agree. And it's one of the posts that somehow doesn't have like any like it doesn't indicate the number of notes, not even 0. And yet somehow it's on everyone's dashboard.
Oh.
We have fun here.
A man with fairy wings in a bunny suit is doing Gangnam Style to Platoon music.
Yeah.
This game is so good.
This is canon.
A new tune. Cheese out. Whoa! Oh!
What else we got in here? Yeah, we just did that one.
Existential dread.
Okay, this
Got
one needs to
plenty
crop.
of that.
Okay, need to crop out some noise at the start of that one. Or some blank space, rather. Oh yeah, this is the non-automaton version. Because apparently I used 2 different versions of this song in the pre-streams, so...
Sabuj.
You can make like a radio commercial version of like the Hoplite ad or something. Your attitude.
Okay, good to know that they can't be revived indefinitely with Bloom, only if I accidentally kill them. But if they run out of designated harvestables that they're supposed to be able to produce, then that's it. They still have a finite production amount.
Oh, there's a kitty here.
Arcana?
Hey, kitty. You sniffing that paper bag? There's nothing in there.
It's possible there may be something exciting in there. Something to discover. Like smells. Is one of her favorite activities still looking at you?
Yeah.
The observer.
Just prefers to do it from on top of me these days.
Well, that's lovely.
True.
Harvest, don't just leave it there. Gesundheit, Norbis.
He always sounds like he's crying.
So notably, I have not put every song in here yet. I have a list. I just haven't done them all yet, just because I need to get, you know, like clean versions of them and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey! Roar! Ah, Zazi!
So does dancing recharge his magic ability?
I'd like to think so. It doesn't, but I'd like to think so.
So then remind me what is the purpose of us dancing while waiting to recharge for this wish?
But
Is it to get a head start on another thing or something?
it's just we gotta do something, and I still haven't maxed dancing skill yet, so might as well.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. I was just wondering if there was
I did also think that gambling and dancing was just how you recharged.
I think that's how a lot of people recharge.
Dancing and gambling.
Yeah. Just imagine someone who thinks that, that's how they recharge, not realizing it's because they keep pumping extra oxygen into the casino, so they feel more awake afterward.
I need 1 of 100. We're almost there.
One more thingy to do it.
Theoretically.
And then it's on to another wish, right? Or is that...
On to another wish, yeah.
Yeah.
Food.
Huh? So I didn't catch that, what?
Oh, you said meat.
Neat. I thought you said something food,
I don't think so.
which I don't know how.
Norbus snacks.
Norbus snacks.
Microphone
they're like
somehow picking up Arcana's thoughts, wondering if it's good.
it's like Scooby snacks, but for Norbus. There's no other difference. You ever think about how Shaggy also would like Scooby snacks? What was up with that?
Yeah.
Like, that has implications about what Scooby snacks are, or perhaps just the type of person Shaggy is.
I feel like that, they've tried to address that on a number of occasions. And I don't remember how or whether it actually made sense. I mean, these days, Scooby Snacks has, become slang for, edibles. But I sort of assume that's because of that, not, that there was...
Nine out of 100 and we're out of magic power again. Rip. Gotta have to wait for another recharge. What if I just left the radio on?
You could.
And we don't have any music otherwise, so...
La 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 la.
Beautiful.
La 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 la. I don't know.
Is that the Katamari theme?
Yeah. It started not actually intentionally being anything, and then I realized that's what I was doing, and then yes, it was.
Why does this even have text?
Why doesn't it?
Alright, Norbus, here we go.
Drum roll, please. Da-da!
Yeah! You're free!
Time to return to the wheel of wheel.
Of wheel!
Of wheel.
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 Deal. Survey says Deep Sea Diver almost landed on Home Design Hotshot. Oh boy.
Well, you can't have everything.
Wait a second, I just realized something that's been wrong
What?
this entire time.
Uh-oh.
My PNG tuber has not been set to the correct mic. So I haven't been animating until now.
I assumed that you were just like communicating telepathically.
Well,
I
that
didn't notice I have been looking at stream.
So is Deep Sea Diver, yes?
Spectacular.
We should turn it off when we leave the house, though.
Yeah. Be polite.
I don't know if Norbis has such a concept as politeness.
Yeah, that sounds fake. Yeah, I believe we've already maxed out our diving skill, question mark? Check my list here, yep. I don't remember what the... Actually, I can probably just look on here. And find it. Okay, looking for Pearls Deep. Nope, 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 nope. Davy Jones Locker. Pearls Deep, here we go. Scuba Dive. You know what, no, let's go in the retro diving suit because we can.
Something, scuba suit.
Let's go diving!
Imagine just, instead of like having like a specific like boat or whatever to get out, you just like, I guess like that is what he said, like it's just like, imagine you book a taxi and you're like, take me somewhere, and then like halfway through, you just dive out the side.
Yeah, that's normal. And now we need to acquire things. Can't turn on the collection helper down here. Persons. Have I already opened this chest? Apparently I had not opened this chest. Epic. Let's sell another large plutonium ingot.
Remember the days when you could just go to the corner store and buy plutonium?
Yeah, I miss those days. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Haunts?
It'd be a fun, like, not real film fact, right? It's like, Back to the Future,
Yeah, right.
when Marty goes back in time, Doc says, oh, I'm sure in 1985 you can buy plutonium at any corner store. And most people assume that this is, him being incorrect. But actually, you could buy plutonium in the corner store back in the 80s, but it was made illegal after 9/11, like something like that, right? Like,
Whoa.
I don't think that's. It's like, no, you could. It's become increasing. It's like, no, you could not, but imagine.
Like, yeah, that sounds right. Here, fishies, where are you? I'm just a little fairy in a scuba suit. I desire to sell you for currency. And to be clear, I don't actually need the currency. I have plenty of it already. I simply need to acquire more of it. Like any wealthy person. Fork. Move away from the shark, I think, would be wise.
Then how can you make friends?
Well, I'm not convinced I would like to do that at this time. Later, perhaps, but not now. It's annoying I can't just like start picking up this coral and selling it and cause massive damage to the local ecosystem.
No, not unless you're the Olympic Committee.
They do that?
There's something about, for something with the Olympics, they got rid of a chunk of coral reef.
Ew. It's like,
Some
excuse
stadium or
me, we need
something.
to swim here for sport.
We need to sports.
Fuck.
I heard Snoop Dogg carried the torch.
Snoop Dogg's done a lot of things.
This is true. That fish was worth $20.
He just grabbed that catfish like it was nothing.
For Norbus, it is nothing.
No.
Please understand that your mortal limitations are not relevant to him.
I see.
Can Norbus imagine a rock so heavy he cannot lift it?
Can Margaret imagine a fish so fish that he cannot fish it?
Can Norbus hit a Christian baby thrown at 90 miles an hour with a baseball bat?
Yes.
I think these are the questions we need to ask the Palolore channel. I wish there was more Norbus lore.
More Lorbus.
Correct. Gonna quickly post that stream is still going.
I still love that in Ratchet and Clank, whatever the newest one is, they actually do have lore orbs or lorbs.
Which the part is good.
We should do a review of the JoJo Bizarre Adventure Christian Baby story.
How do we review it?
1 out of, it's like, X out of 5 Christian babies.
We've asked 5 Christian babies what they think of this copy pasta.
X out of 3 wise men. I was watching Loading Ray Run did a subathon, but to not have to be up all night, they had like, here's the best like pre-recorded, curated things that ran each night. And I've just been watching through those, and they had years ago a thing about like people who are overly annoying about Christmas, but it was done sort of like in the sort of like portrait sort of like the way people that are way too serious about fandom stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, oh, you like gift giving, do you? Name all 3 wise men.
Sam, Frodo, and Bilbo.
Aren't they in Chrono Trigger?
Huh? Oh, are they in Chrono Trigger? Yeah. What, the Sam, Frodo, and Bilbo are in Chrono Trigger?
I'd believe it, honestly. It wasn't even like an intentional reference thing. It was just it was like it's a Japanese game and they're not very good at Western names. Like the baseball team.
Like the baseball team.
To be fair,
yeah,
To be fair, I think that one at least was intentional, so that they would not risk getting any real people's names.
I know that's the case for Death Note.
probably, but also it is one of those things where like I don't know, how do American names work? We don't not I mean like I feel like if you ask the average.
It's like if you ask the average American to make Japanese character names, they'll often just be like, well, this symbol means the word for this, and this symbol means the word for that, so we'll put them together to make the name.
Which, to be fair, is a lot of Japanese
sometimes,
names,
but like also that doesn't mean that it's necessarily gonna be correct.
This tripped me up, so I was trying to figure out why the Digimon dub, right, changed a bunch of character names.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, Kamiya is still that's still a Japanese, like, last name. If you're, like, why... And, like, bafflingly, it's like, oh, it's Yagami spelled backwards. Why would they do that? I'm like, there has to have been some point where they're like, this is, like, they have to be, like, reading it in the other direction or something. It's like, this is... Why? No, this is dumb.
I remember one time...
Why not just keep the names?
I remember one time Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds had a character named Ushio, and in the dub they made his name Tetsu Trudge.
Right, then, we talked about this, yeah.
Yeah, and then in the next series there's a character named Tetsuo, and they're like, let's name him Bronk. Freaking Bronk.
I hate it here.
And that's why after like GX, I will always refer to characters by their sub names. Also, it seems Norbus has been teleported to shore when entering a cave, and there's also Katie Butt.
What?
Goodbye.
Is she dead?
Nope.
Oh, she's the boat.
Well, that was very mysterious.
That
was mysterious.
What the hell?
You're just
Everyone who we thought was dead has actually just secretly started an underwater society.
I'm gonna clip that.
Thank you. That was baffling.
That was weird.
Oh, Nets. Appears to be some form of animal or perhaps a creature.
I'm a creature.
This is true.
Be the creature you want to see.
You got it, boss.
Creature of the bee you want a world in the sea.
That too. I'm just imagining, just like, you know, you change the punctuation and spelling. It's like B, comma, the creature you want to see in the world.
It's just the plot of the Beathon.
Yeah. Exactly.
Norber's caught a squid worth $532. Sure, that seems
Oh,
reasonable.
damn.
They want it for normal reasons.
Well, I better not ask any questions and just accept the money.
Do you see the thing that was like ranking of most depressed cartoon characters and Squidward beating out Shinji Ikari?
That tracks. I'd believe that. Did you ever see the Ed, Edd and Eddy Power tier list?
I don't think so.
Ooh, I get to introduce that to you.
Neat.
I'm going to put it in live blog.
I think my brain is fried.
It'll do
Deeply?
that.
Or like air fried.
So, do you have an idea how much longer stream is gonna happen for?
I don't have any specific amount. We can go until we don't want to go anymore, really. If you want to call it, we can call it.
It has
You can
been
keep going
3
if you
hours.
want to, but I think I personally need to keep that.
I also kind of am feeling a little like I've been tired the whole time and like really, you know, like, but I can also stick around a little bit longer if you wanted to keep going. But you know,
It's been
yeah,
like
obviously
3
you need to,
hours.
yeah,
All right, we
almost 3.5,
can
so
we can call it for the
it
night.
would not be unreasonable to call it here.
Yeah. We can do more diving next time.
You can just leave them underwater. Oh.
Sharks detected. Lots of sharks detected.
Yeah, just leave them
Oh,
there till
shit.
next time. It's fine. Surrounded by sharks, it'll be a cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff. And that's why he's called Cliffhanger. Anyone else remember that?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
a deep-seated childhood memory has arisen.
that's from, what was it, from Between the Lions, I think?
Yeah, it was. I liked Between the Lines.
Ding dang. Booty ding dang. Dig.
I forgot that his swimwear is normal now.
I mean,
I mean, he himself
is
isn't.
anything really normal?
He's getting there. And with that, I think we will call it here for today.
Woohoo. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah,
Yay.
thank you.
I hope-
I sound like I'm dying. I'm sorry.
I hope morale
It's
isn't getting banned
okay.
from Steam.
Mid morale has died badly like an hour ago.
Yeah. Said they had to go.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Well,